Technical, I executive produced Loose Change Final Cut, but I don't count it as one of my films. Again, Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.tv. Okay, let's look on the foreign front here. Ukraine's government falls apart. That is the BBC headline, as I am showing everyone watching us live on PrisonPlanet.tv. By the way, we're always live. We're almost always live in the fourth hour of the show with a live video cam for PrisonPlanet.tv members. But today we've been live since noon. So we now have done 2 hours. This will be a third hour for the folks watching on PrisonPlanet.tv. Ukraine's government falls apart. Ukraine's ruling pro-Western coalition, that's the new fad, is to have a 25-year-old blonde as your prime minister. Ukraine's ruling pro-Western coalition has officially collapsed. The Speaker of the Ukrainian Parliament says President Viktor Yushchenko has been involved in a long-running dispute with Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. I can never pronounce that right. She's a attractive lady that dresses like an elf. The president's Our Ukraine bloc left the coalition earlier this month. Parliament now has 30 days to try to form a new ruling coalition. If those efforts fail, Mr. Yushchenko can dissolve Parliament and call a snap election. The Our Ukraine party pulled out of the coalition on September 3rd after the bloc sided with the pro-Moscow opposition party of regions to pass several laws that Mr. Well, we'll come back and cover all this. We're out of time on the other side. But this is a pretty interesting development geopolitically.
A day unlike any other in the long course of American history, a terrorist act of war against this country.
The enemy struck America on September 11th. But who is the enemy?
Bin Laden. This is his M.O.
We have to look to the Middle East. We have to look to Osama bin Laden.
Fabled Enemies is the first 9/11 film to take a close look at the terrorist ties to intelligence networks inside the United States.
Some U.S. investigators believe that there are Israelis again very much engaged in spying in and on the U.S.
I'm aware that some Israeli citizens have been detained.
Bin Laden's connections to the CIA, the hijackers' ties to the FBI, the Saudi Arabian connection, the Israeli intelligence network, warnings and war games, the shadow government, and much, much more. Fabled Enemies. Get the DVD at Infowars.com or see it in super high quality, along with hundreds of other titles at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
You know, I know exactly what you're thinking when it comes to this economy. The banks are crashing. The stock market's a mess. There's the mortgage crisis. There's the lending crisis. There is the food and gasoline prices through the ceiling crisis. And we are paralyzed a little bit. We don't know exactly how to respond to it. I don't know what to say. What can you do? Do what you can do. That's what you do. You do what you can do. What I can do is I can put some food away. I know there's a global food shortage. I can read it. I can go to efoodsdirect.com, read hundreds of articles about this. I can go up on the Google website and Google food shortage and see the world's a mess. I know it. You know it. Look at the prices. Look where they're headed. Be prepared. Take care of yourself. You owe your family some security, some sense of self-being. A little bit of self-reliance is a good idea right now. Get some food from efoodsdirect.com. Go up to efoodsdirect.com right now. Look, hey, you don't even have to can your own food anymore. We canned it for you. That's 1-800-409-5633. efoodsdirect.com. 1-800-409-5633. Call us now.
Have you ever thought about what's in your shampoo, soap, or detergent? How about chlorides, dyes, ethanol, sulfates, sodium, formaldehydes, and more? Even fragrance can indicate the presence of some 4,000 separate ingredients, most of which are synthetic. Hi, this is Alex Jones. I was shocked when I discovered I could be inhaling these additives that can lead to coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath, headaches, nausea, irritation of the skin, and mucous membranes. Now compare Calben Pure Soap, all natural, earth-friendly, no harsh chemicals, no animal testing. They're safe, and you save 85% of the money you're spending on cleaning products now. Start saving over $1,000 a year for your family of 4. Keep it natural. Call Cal-Ben Pure Soap for a free catalog at 1-800-340-7091 or log on to 5starsoap.com. Try Cal-Ben Pure Soaps, and I'll bet you'll never use any other cleaning products again. Call 1-800-340-7091 for all your cleaning needs.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, welcome back. Your calls, all 20 of them, are coming up. How many phone calls can this system take? Because you were telling me that you could open it up for, 30 seconds and get like 20 calls? That's how many come through the phone system? Goodness gracious. A lot of folks out there listening. I don't know, maybe I should just go to your phone calls right now. Let me just run through the news. I said I'd do that, so let me just do that. So Dick Cheney, after basically arming and ordering through Israel the sneak attack of historically Russian enclave, South Ossetia and Abkhazia, on 8/8/8, 40 days ago or so, travels around to Poland, to Ukraine, to the Czech Republic, to a bunch of other countries, ringing Russia, former possessions of the brutal Soviet regime. And the governments all start basically falling apart or on the edge of falling apart. So this is not looking too good for the United States. I mean, this is what hubris and arrogance and really a kind of self-destructive attitude is generating. Ukraine's ruling pro-Western coalition has officially collapsed. The Speaker of the Ukraine Parliament says, we read part of that, I officially declare the coalition of democratic forces in Ukraine's parliament dissolved. Parliament Speaker announced on Tuesday, this has been long expected, but for me it's extremely sad, he told the chamber. I would not call this a political apocalypse, though it is true that it is another change of democracy. I hope we can overcome it. Now remember, Yushchenko's government, the most powerful guy in Parliament, the president, has wanted to kick the Russians out of their lease of a Ukrainian Black Sea port. They've wanted to saber rattle, move weapon systems into Ukraine, which they've done, and it's to menace Russia, and it is causing a major rift because the Ukraine's trading with Russia more than anybody. And then after that, they're trading with the European Union and Europe. And so they don't want this to happen. And so by the United States pressing this, or the people that run the United States, it's endangering our relationship with all of Eastern Europe. But hey, our currency's going bankrupt. All the big banks are going under, basically. We're on the tab to pay for it all. And I guess this is people's idea of prosperity and happiness. Meanwhile, our government gave Pakistan nukes, and they've had Pakistani forces now are shooting at U.S. helicopters. Pakistan's got nukes. There's fighting going on everywhere. The attacks on our troops are now killing more people in Afghanistan than they are in Iraq. The killing has really expanded there. All of this is just swarming around. And you can say what you want about it, but out of this global crisis, we see the push for world government. Oh, we had a World War I, we need a League of Nations. Oh, we had a World War II, we need a UN. Oh, all this conflict, we need a global government to stop all of it. And that's what's being called for by all the saviors out there. The people criticizing the neocons and the neolibs, their bosses, are, oh, this is just terrible. We need to have a more responsive international order to the people and help the poor. But that's just the more kindler, gentler New World Order stratagem. In other news, New York Sun has this report that I'm showing folks on PrisonPlanet.tv. Israel waging secret war with Iran. New book details mishaps that have likely delayed Iran's efforts to go